All right. So, like I told you about the dream in the first place, when you first have a dream, who do you usually go to try and figure it out anyway? Your Sunday school teacher, right? Especially if it's of seeing a throne with a bright light in front of it, right? And you tell her. All right. Then if she don't answer you, you're just kind of waiting, doing normal things. You're reading the Bible once in a while, you right. Well, I still ain't read Revelation until I was 14. Right? Right. I'm a child still. Plus, they have these little billboards of it in church, and you're like, well, what the hell does all that shit mean? You don't even care about it as a 12-year-old either. You're not that aware yet. Plus, it's kind of a bunch of animals and right, on the billboard, right. So you're just kind of going through the motions right then, right? So then you read about the two witnesses and it kind of clicks in your head, right? Oh, well, wait a minute. It says these are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before the God of the earth. And then my dream I stood before the throne of God in heaven, right? So maybe I'm one of the two witnesses, right? Of course, you're still 14, you're still a child, right? So you kind of keep it to yourself until you get to the Navy, right? So then you join this real hyper religious church. They start telling you secret things they do, including touching other men in the private regions until they're done, if you know what I mean. That's not a metaphor, though. But you don't know what I mean. If a woman sees a serpent by a tree and is talking to her, is it the serpent talking to her or someone else? Someone else. That's human-like in appearance when she gets around the tree and actually sees what it is. She sees part of it that looks like a serpent. Now, you always seen the image of a serpent being in the tree. Okay, but there's another theory. A human is by the tree and she sees his erect penis, which is what the Gnostics are suggesting. But guess who don't want to see it? The Orthodox. Because that means that the tree of the knowledge of good and evil was Satan in the physical form, which is suggested by Ezekiel 28 and 31. It even calls him a tree. And among the trees of the garden of God, they did envy him. You can't envy another tree if you're a tree. Trees don't have emotions that way. They bear fruit seasonally, right? But they don't have a brain, per se. They have a root system, yeah, right? That feeds into the trunk. But they don't have emotions like envy. But human beings do, right? So they're not coming out and telling you all at once, are they? This is in Ezekiel. Either. And 28 talks about him also being in the garden of God, but also walking in the mountains of fire in heaven, right? Now, see, what I'm trying to explain to you is the angels are like the sun in their physical form, right? Compared to us, which is we're from the earth, so we're like terrestrial, right? That's why, and microbe on another planet would be another terrestrial thing on a planet, right? Not saying that God can't do that either, but life is what? Life. And life made us to what? Live. And if it made us, it can make other creatures, right? Anywhere. So science says before you go, trying to find life here, first let's deal with our own planet, right? And what we need to do to correct our situation if we can, if we can. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? But anyway. All right. So some people have a problem dealing with how the serpent spoke to Eve in Eden. So some say, well, she was schizophrenic. Some say, well, the serpent and the other animals might could talk in Eden before the fall. Well, here's the problem with that theory. If you have vocal cords, right, isn't that the only way you can talk? Now, I have heard actions speak louder than words or something, right? But then a serpent that's a real serpent would also have to be in or going over to the tree and draw Eve's attention to it, and she saw the penis too. I don't know. But anyway, and someone was talking to her. Well, there is an example of Balaam's donkey, okay, talking to him, but there's also an angel that opened up its mouth so it could talk, right? So I can't say what's going on, right? Or did the angel speak for the donkey? You understand? That's called ventriloquism. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. When something that can't speak or can speak speaks for something that can't speak, that's called ventriloquism. Now, one must make sense because we know the Lord is not irrational. Satan is. But it must fit with all, and I say all, the scriptures. Not some. Not just the ones you like, not just the ones you might can teach in Sunday school class, but the ones you feel you can't and don't. Because they open up a whole new can of whoop ass on your butt. Both being the same thing, right? Both words. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Alright, gluteus maximus is another way to say it. Yeah. So that's 3 ways you can say that one word. Now, parents, when you tell your children, okay, they're going to hell for simple things, that's going to make them think you're lying to them in the first place, right? Now, what Pastor Davis was doing was telling us the Catholics changed the doctrine, right? But they only went back to when they changed the doctrine. Now, I found out about the Gnostic Christians by 1993 anyway, which is when I started hearing voices anyway, coincidentally. And again, right, when I met a girlfriend and we had a 3-day relationship, including making love, and then that didn't end well either. But I don't know why. See, I am a Christian man. So I'm not going to try to scare my girlfriend off too badly unless she just thought I got hyper religious on her all of a sudden about the 2 witnesses and everything, right? But again, I'm not claiming anything that's not in the Bible and it's supposed to happen one day and stuff like that. Either I don't know. It's just trying to figure it all out. Well, another point is if men are saying let God be true and every man a liar and still lying, well, that could be the problem. See, if you think you have to lie and God don't want you to know the truth, you're gonna what? Keep lying. But if the God you're following is the one who wants you to lie, he's lying to you that you gotta lie. Then you're supposed to what? Start telling the truth, right? That's all I can tell you. If you're lying and God is protecting me from you because I'm telling the truth, that's all I can say, right? And you're still lying. So you got to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth will help you God, right? as well. Because God wants us not to lie. And we can be as God. We can't be greater than God. That's what Satan is wanting you to think is the problem as well. That you can't be as God. But Michael is as God. Michael. Not as Satan. The enemy. Enemy. Ha! Satan sometimes too. Means the enemy. Hey, Satan means behold the enemy. And ho, Satan means glorious enemy. Maybe. He, Satan, means female enemy. Or she enemy. Who means he enemy. Uh-oh. Right. And Yahweh could be the divine name, and Yahuwah as well, from Eliyahu. Now, Jews. But if a Gentile has figured out the truth, can you harm that man anymore? No. Why not? He's the only one telling the truth, right? So if he's the only one telling the truth and the rest of you aren't, or are selling it, maybe misreading Isaiah, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not the judge. But if he's supposed to, because he was brought before the throne of God in heaven, what does that mean? Oh, God. Oh, God. My devil. Right. The boy knows he's not God, right? But he has seen God. He has seen God and lived. Right. In a dream. But where else can you see a spiritual being but in a dream? Think about it.